Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with Najia for a viewer request, very popular request on a general energy reading for Johnny Depp. I'm going to leave it up to Spirit today to decide if it's going to be a career, love reading or his internal processing, whatever it may be. We'll just leave it up to Spirit and see what story the cards tell. So I'm a psychic medium. I'm also a dancer, hence Dancing Oracle. And I do take viewer requests and I do take them through the comments. So those who email me with requests, that is saying on my website, on my description, not to do that, that all requests must come through the comments. And it has to be by popular request. So I know some of you are asking certain things about Keanu and other people in his life, and I know I do a lot of celebrity readings, and it's by popular request. It's not where I really resonate with, although I sort of enjoy doing them because it gives the viewer an opportunity to see how a tarot card reading is done and the meanings behind them, because I really like sharing the symbolism of the world of spirit and how for you to learn to get in touch with your intuition. And you'll see from all the other shows I produce, or all shows from my heart, this is what I'm really into with my free time. But if it is a celebrity request, if you really have something specific you want to know, I did do two things for you. I made mini reads, super affordable on my website. I also have half price mini reads, which give you all the private videos. So everything will be recorded as well for just less than $20 a month, of which I get half of that. So it's not a whole lot for me, but it gives you a really affordable way to get your questions answered in areas that may not be something that I would normally do with my free time, or it may not be something that other people would really want to hear. So that's in the Oracle membership. Go check it out. Um, I can honor your requests in there, and you can live chat with me, and I can do whatever you like there. So let's tune into Johnny's energy. The lovely, talented, handsome Johnny Depp. I know so many of you are big fans of his, and I haven't done a reading on him in a while. Sorry, I've had some illness. I'm having surgery this week. A lot of my videos are done in batches, pre-recorded, but I'm going to release this one right away this weekend for you. So if you're seeing this video, it's a fresh one. It's a fresh video with no delay. It's not just in the members first portion. It's coming right out this weekend. So right now it's Friday. I plan to release it at midnight for Saturday, Eastern time. So you'll be seeing this in real time practically. And just saging the cards from the previous reading. I did a reading on Keanu, which I haven't listened to first. His tend to be pretty private, so I have to put them in the members area first before I release them to the public. Because I sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't release that to the public yet or at all. There's a lot of his readings I haven't released to the public. So, but so far I haven't had anything from Johnny. Oh, I'm just getting the feeling to draw this card. Ooh, are things happening really fast in his life? Ooh, let me change the setting on this. Oops, I'm so sorry. I want to make sure you can see this card. And there is a setting that puts things in portrait mode. So I know a lot of other readers. Oh, listen, just as any other readers have their cards go in and out of focus, it's because you might have your computer set on portrait mode, which makes the background look nice and soft and your face in focused and lit nicely, but it's bad for the cards. So any of you having trouble out there, I know a lot of readers watch my channel because you have an interest in spirituality and tarot and oracle, and you like to see all different kinds of decks in my oracle decks. So anyway, this is a chariot. Number 7, it's a spiritual time. There's a lot of movement, progress. He's determined. You know, he's a Gemini. And I don't know where his planets are right now in relation to his chart, but Mars, the planet Mars, just came out of retrograde and started going direct about 3 or 4 days ago. So this would make sense. So I know Johnny, I remember when I was doing readings on him before, he was really at a time of healing and self-reflection. There wasn't a whole lot of forward movement. In fact, a lot of people were asking about love, but there wasn't, even if there was a love interest, there wasn't a whole lot of progress or forward movement about love in his so- I was going to do a normal reading today, but Spirit keeps saying pull cards. All right. So I've got the eight of swords in reverse. That's a really good sign for Johnny. Excellent sign for Johnny because he's been too much in his mind. He's been sheltered, protecting himself, healing, and he is coming out of a self-imposed prison of the mind right now. He's going to be taken, but the reverse position, see that blindfold? That blindfold, those binds are going to fall right off in the reverse position. We have excellent news for him. And this card just popped up, and this card comes out for him a lot, as well as the Ace of Swords comes out for Johnny. I remember the visuals. I don't always remember the reading and what I said, but I remember visuals because I'm an artist, I'm an illustrator. Yeah, there's my drawing up there, the angel, the pencil drawing. So I do art and I remember voices and I remember images. Now, words, words are another story. What I said a few minutes ago, if I'm doing a reading, especially God forbid it, like a month ago when you asked me, what did I mean by that? I'm like, I have to watch the whole video again. You don't understand. Give me a time signature and maybe I could just play like a minute of it and then it will jar my memory. So, all right, let me just tune in some more. Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. Okay. So I'm asking for, divine white light protection to surround me and my audience and Johnny, and to give us the answers uh, we seek for the highest good of all. Perhaps you may learn a lesson through Johnny's cards because we're all connected. We all have these stories we we play out in life. That's why we love the actors, right? Not just because they're handsome, but because they're telling a story. They're storytellers and they act it out. And we learn from those stories. We grow without having to go physically, mentally anguished through having to live that story. So when we watch a tarot reading for entertainment purposes only, I'm reading entertainers, and they're not asking me to read, you're asking me. But we can learn from their stories. And see if your angels and guides might have a message in here for you as well. Okay. Oh, okay. Hmm. He's still tied to something toxic with the devil. All right. It's still there. You see, these people, the lovers, could walk away from their chains, and they're chained to the devil of their own free will. So there's a dependency on someone, something, could be codependency, could be a toxic substance. Sometimes even people take prescription meds for pain and become overly dependent upon them. So there's something going on in his life that is, I saw this, I saw this before, and I also want to talk about the King of Swords card. I didn't get to talk about that earlier. So because I get certain cards for him often, all right? Because I remember he gets like truth cards a lot. He gets um the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. I've gotten these for him. He really cares about truth. And I was, months ago, I was doing his readings by request, and I asked you, wow, what's going on with these truth? I mean, I know that he had that court case, but one of the commenters told me he started a company called Truth. And I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. Um, I wish you could all tell me because I don't really have time to research. It's not what I care about, celebrity things exactly. I more care about for you and tuning in. But I am curious if you know the answer about his company Truth, if you could let me know. And because it does come up in the readings a lot, it does come up. Yeah, so also in the past, I remember getting the cups in reverse, certain cup cards that represent um, drinking a little bit too much, indulging in something in a way that hurts you, like self-healing, like, oh, I want this to dull my pain right now. But in the long run, the bigger picture, it's harming you. So I saw a lot of that going on. I'm guilty of that with chocolate and carbs. Thank God I don't like to drink. But, hence my stress levels in the last couple months from all the surgeries and things and gaining weight and just eating instead of, you know, and then the state of the country I live in, the United States. So yeah, Johnny's had some cards. So I suspect the devil that we just got is about that, and that he is still trying to extricate himself from that. And it has to do with his thoughts, the swords, the Eight of Swords, because the eight is a card. The number eight is a number, and it's a card of empowerment, trying to empower yourself, trying to take hold of your life, And when the swords are in reverse, falling off, those are the swords, the prison of the mind coming apart. So I think that a lot of his mental anguish has led to finding a way to shut that out. That's only natural. And again, I just remind you, since I don't have any validation from him, he's not hiring me. This is for entertainment only, and as an example to learn from. It's not like I'm fortune telling his private life, right? These are certain energies present in the cards, and the cards have many meanings. They have definite meanings, but they have many meanings. So unless I pick up something from his angels and guides or have validation from Johnny Depp, I wouldn't know the actual truth of what's going on in his life, unless I remote view or something very intrusive like that. Yeah, so he is concentrating on security right now, holding on right now. And there's a lot of rapid action going on. Remember the first card I pulled was the Chariot? That's like forward movement, a lot of things happening finally, because everything was kind of in a standstill, quiet for him. 8 is another card of empowerment. So he's gotten 2 8s in the short reading. There's only, 3 8s in the whole, sorry, 5 8s in the whole deck, right? We have one of the major arcana cards, and then we have 4 of, cups, wands, swords, and pentacles. And he's gotten 2 of them so far. Let me pull an oracle, kind of round it out. By the way, I'm doing a really cool trilogy. So I would hope that some of you Johnny fans and whatever, I think a lot of Keanu fans watch the Johnny videos too. I hope you'll check out my other content, things that are dear to my heart, you know, things that I do on my own free time without any request. I'm doing an interview this whole weekend, and posting things for a lovely man in the UK. And he's been practicing feng shui since the early 1990s. He has an angry Celtic ghost on the property next door. It's causing a lot of harm to people over the last 40 years that he knows of because he's lived there, to various people that have moved in, have become deathly ill. It's on the ley line. It's a very intense negative energy point. So we're having a discussion about, his clairvoyant friend who can see the ghosts, and the pagan rituals it took across the field from him, across the forge. It's quite an interesting discussion. We're going to continue more later today, and I'm going to be posting all that kind of in the theme of everything Celtic for March, for March, when we celebrate a lot of Celtic stuff going on between solstice and St. Patrick's Day. So, oh, wow. You know what? I pulled this card in one of the collective readings, and just recently, security. Yeah. Check out this card. It's beautiful. Yeah, so this card is very interesting because sometimes people see the light and sometimes people see the shadow aspect of the card. So, and the key issue is security. And when you look at this card, do you think that this woman looks insecure, or do you think she feels safe? So this is what's going on energetically with Johnny. And we saw that he had the 4 of Pentacles trying to hold on to his security. Let me see, there we go. The 4 of Pentacles. That's like someone really trying to hold on to their security, like really trying to feel secure by holding on tighter. And you see this woman is holding on to her black kitty cat, her her animal that gives her comfort, right? That makes her feel safe, right? But inside she may feel insecure in some way, right? So Johnny's been through a lot. So yeah, we could understand that he would feel that way. He's been through a lot. That he's a he's a very gifted artist in many ways. He's done his own tarot paintings. He has a show in the UK on tarot, beautiful artwork. Check it out on the internet. And I did a whole video about that, by the way, Johnny and tarot. Does he like tarot? And you could check that out in the playlist for celebrities or Tiaro and Tea, because I did one of those with him. And he's also in a band. I think he was a musician before he was an actor, and he's an actor, of course. So he's gifted. I'm not sure if he's written anything. I just have a he's a Gemini. So Geminis tend to be really good expressing themselves. But to have those type of gifts, he would be a very sensitive person, you know? Even though he might play the tough guy in the movies, he would be a sensitive soul in order to have all those gifts. So yeah, having that sense of insecurity and trying to hold on to your safety, safe feeling would be something that um, would be natural in his internal landscape. Yeah, so you know what? Let me just read a little bit about that. Hold on a second before I sign off. Yeah, so this would like let's say if Johnny were here, this is what I would say. But for all of you who might resonate with this card, this is a message for you from Spirit. All right. Embrace the gift of self-love. Know that you are perfect and that you have all the information and resources you need to find safety and security within yourself. The light of your inner peace will serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. Yeah, so I would say when he finds this peace within, especially after all he's been through, it will definitely serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration for others because so much of his life has become public. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to help the channel grow and to help me do more readings by request. And remember, in the comments, that's where I take them. And if you really have something specific you want me to do, just schedule a reading with me through my website, sign up, or you could do it for a lot less money if you don't mind, if it's not 100% private. It would be in a small group of my Oracle members. Take care. Bye.